Hello, everyone. I hope that everyone had a wonderful Shabbos. We are continuing along with Magid. We're up to the four sons. Keneged Arba Banim Dibra Torah. The Torah spoke towards four, or corresponding to four sons. Echad Chacham, Echad Rasha, Echad Tam, Echad Sheni Dei Elishal. What the Haggadah is bringing out with this statement is as follows: the Torah, when describing Yitzias Mitzrayim, and Sibur Yitzias Mitzrayim speaks in four different languages for the four different sons. And the Maril says that what the Haggadah, the Baal Haggadah, is trying to tell us over here is that we have to work on our transmission of Sibur Yitzias Mitzrayim, that it should come across to each son. The Torah itself spoke in four different ways, four different languages, four different responses to four different kind of children asking the question. And this is instructive to us to how we have to say over Sibur Yitzias Mitzrayim so that whoever's listening to us, and of course, we include with that ourselves, that we ourselves try to talk to ourselves, that we should absorb the words and the ideas that we're saying on Seder nights, that we should understand Sibur Yitzias Mitzrayim. So that's the idea of the four sons. Each one, you have to analyze who you're talking to, what kind of person are you talking to, what's going to be receptive, not what do you want to say. One of the big problems on Seder night is that a lot of people, they come up with the Vertlach, the Shtiklach Torah, the ideas that they like, and that's not what it's all about. I mean, well, yeah, it is. You're supposed to be talking to yourself as well, but if you're talking to your spouse, to your children, to other people at the table, you have to realize what's going to be receptive, what's going to be received, how are they going to hear it. So the Haggadah goes on to say, first you have the Chacham who asks, what's these Eidos Klukim Mishpatim that Hashem commanded you, and you tell him all the halacha, you go into the intricacies of halacha because he's capable of hearing it. You go through, you explain Sibur Yitzias Mitzrayim and the halachas of Pesach on a very deep, intricate level. The Rasha says, Ma ha'avoda hazayis lachem. What is this work for you? And since he took himself, he took himself out of everybody else. So you bang his teeth and you tell him. Everybody asks, what exactly did the Rasha say wrong? The Rasha didn't say that much different than the Chacham. The Chacham says, Ma edos v'achukim asher tziva Hashem Elokeinu eskem, that Hashem commanded you. What does the Rasha say? Ma ha'avoda hazayis lachem. What's this avoda for you? What exactly is the Rasha saying so different than the Chacham that we're getting so angry at the Rasha? So I'm going to suggest two pshatim over here, not my own, two pshatim that I saw. One is, look at the way the Chacham starts off. What are these Eidos, Chukim, Mishpatim? What are these mitzvahs? Explain them to me. What does the Rasha say? Maha avoda hazayis lachem. What's this work? The Rasha looks at everything as a burden. The Rasha goes into Pesach, oh my gosh, I gotta clean my house, kasha, everything is such a burden, it's an avoda. The Chacham says, this is not an avodah. I understand. This is a way. This is my tafkin in life. This is a way for me to come closer to Hashem, for me to achieve perfection by keeping Pesach. Hashem gave me all these mitzvahs, but explain them to me. The Rosh is like, oh, this is such a burden. I have so much better stuff to be doing. I have more movies I could be watching. I don't need to be busy with this. Another chat is that the Rosh says, Ma avodah zayis lachem, to you. So somebody said, I don't remember who. Somebody says a chat, and this as follows: the Rosh's taina is, I get that Yitzias Mitzrayim happened, and the Dar HaMidbar, I understand that they had to do, but what does it have to do with us? We're in America, 2020. What does all this have to do with us? This is so archaic. This has absolutely nothing to do with us. The Chacham understands that no, the mitzvahs are timeless. Everything is timeless. The Rasha is not chapping that the only thing which is timeless is the mitzvahs, and he's like, oh come on, this doesn't have anything to do with us now. I was recently reminiscing with my wife about 15 years ago. We actually paid good money as a surprise for my in-laws, where we paid somebody a lot of money for this cutting-edge technology, where we were going to be able to have a joint meeting with us in New Jersey and some family members in Eretz Yisrael, together with my in-laws, and it was going to be a surprise for them for, I don't remember if it was a birthday or an anniversary, and it was really cutting edge. Now everybody all over the world, there are millions of Zoom meetings going on, nobody's thinking twice about it. Just shows you how everything that you think is like everything that's so exciting today is just gone with the wind tomorrow. Everything changes so fast, everything is so transient. The only thing which is timeless is the Torah. So the Rasha says, what's this lachem for you? The Rasha says, what does it have to do with you? What does it have to do with you today? The Chacham understands that this is the only thing which has to do with everybody, and everything else is going to go with the wind. Now we go on to the Tam. The Tam says, Mazais, he doesn't understand how to ask. very well. He wants to know, but he can't express his question. Mazais, what's this? And you have to understand that what he's asking is what you have to understand what he's really asking. And you say to him in simple language, with a strong hand, Hashem took us out of Mitzrayim. And finally, we have the Sheini Yedei Lishol, who just sits there shrugging. And you at Pesachla, the Torah says you have to open up for him. These are the four sons: the Chacham, the Rosh, the Tam, and the Sheini Yedei Lishol. One of the hardest jobs that we have in today's day and age is to deal with what I would call the fifth son. We have the She'ini Yadei Elisha, the one who doesn't know how to ask. We have today, and we can include ourselves to a certain degree with this, the She'ini Yadei Elishmaya, the one who doesn't know how to hear. Our minds are so taken over by everything, by technology, that forget that we don't know how to ask, we don't even know how to listen. Our attention spans are so short, and it's so hard to get a concept across. Like, for instance, this video is already up to like 6 minutes and 10 seconds. The chances that anybody's still paying attention are probably nil, because our attention spans are so short. How do you express it to somebody who's not capable of listening? That is one of the toughest questions. I don't have an answer, but it's something you got to do your best to conquer the child who can't listen, or the adult that can't listen, and to make Sipur Yitzias Mitzrayim exciting to them, so that even they will absorb the message of Sipur Yitzias Mitzrayim.